everyone. This is the group that looked at the VB map and the EFL as our assessments. Our group members are Savannah, Allison, Lori, Kelly, Brittany, Amy, and Angela. And we're going to have Kelly start us off with an overview of our client.
Okay, our client is Sarah. She is a 4-year-old female who has recently been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. She has previous daycare experience, beginning academic skills. She can use 3+ word MANs, has good receptive language skills such as listener responding, and she has deficits in expressive language such as her interverbals, and deficits in social skills such as parallel play, cooperative play with friends. Her disruptive behaviors are elopement, property displacement, and cry whine. I'm going to talk about the VB map overview. So the VB map has 5 components. For this client, we would focus mainly on the milestones assessment, which covers 150 milestones across 3 developmental stages up to age 4. And also we would focus on the barrier assessment, which it has 24 common issues impending with learning, rating on a scale of 0 to 4. The pros and cons of using this assessment. It measures strengths and weaknesses in a variety of developmental milestones. It's more comprehensive and easier to understand than other assessments, and can be assessed in a clinic, home, school, or community setting. However, the cons are currently there are very few reliability studies to support its use, and it does not address daily living skills or functional skills.
All right, so the next assessment we looked at was the Essentials for Living assessment. And the Essentials for Living assessment does look at functional skills. Specifically, it looks at what is called the Essential 8, which are the must-have skills for daily living, such as making requests, following directions related to health and safety, completing daily living skills related to health and safety, and then also tolerating things in the environment related to health and safety. It also includes information on selecting an alternative method for individuals who don't use speaking or verbal language as their primary method of speaking. Some of the pros and cons of the EFL. Pros include that it very much helps with gaining skills related to daily living, as well as listener responding skills. It helps with creating independence, and it's also both an assessment and a curriculum, which means it helps identify where a person is now in their functional living skills and then steps for where they need to go from there. Some of the cons are that it is very functionally based, which means it doesn't address academics or some of those early skills like the VB map does.
We chose the VB map because it was going to be more appropriate for our client, given her age and the developmental stage that she was at. The client displays several milestone assessments, and so the milestone assessment is going to assist with giving her an idea of what skills she already has and where she needs to go next. So we will utilize the milestones assessment and the barriers assessment, as she does have several barriers that impede with her learning abilities. The barriers assessment will also give us some type of idea of exactly where her barriers are and what we need to do to address them. In terms of our next steps, we will need to implement the VB map milestones assessment to identify the skills that she currently has. Then we will implement the barriers assessment to be able to specifically identify her barriers that she has. And then we will analyze the assessment results and get an idea of what skills we need to specifically target using the VB map.
All right. Here are the references that we used to develop this presentation, and the contributions of each of our group members, since all of them are not physically in the presentation, but all did contribute to our presentation today. Thank you for watching.